On 24th April, Triple H would announce a new WWE Championship. It would be the World Heavyweight Championship, and a new champion would be crowned at Night of Champions after a tournament would be held. Now, this new champion would be from the opposite brand of Roman Reigns, so that the opposite brand who doesn't get Roman Reigns and doesn't get a world champion will have a world championship. Now, there are many contenders who are eligible to win this championship, and we're going to start with the fan favorite Seth Rollins. All the fans are behind Seth Rollins and want him to win this championship. Seth is building up momentum. He has a match against Omos at WrestleMania Backlash, and after that, most probably will win the World Heavyweight Championship. The fans want him to win. He hasn't had a championship reign in the last 4 years. The last time he was champion was Crown Jewel 2019 when he lost it to The Fiend. Seth Rollins is due a title reign, and this would be the perfect time as all the fans are behind Seth. Seth's new gimmick seems to be working, and he can be a solid WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We move on to Cody Rhodes. This is the pick that WWE is probably inclined to. Cody should be the one to beat Roman Reigns and not win this championship. This championship is not for Cody Rhodes. If anyone, it's him or Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes didn't win at WrestleMania, but the WWE clearly wants him to be a world champion, seeing as they invested so much into him main eventing WrestleMania. I don't believe that Cody Rhodes should win the championship. It would be wrong of the WWE to give him that title. For Cody Rhodes and that title, it just doesn't work. It makes no sense. If he's chasing and going after Roman Reigns after that promo on the Raw after WrestleMania, it would make no sense if he just stopped his pursuit for that WWE Undisputed God Heavyweight Championship. So Cody should probably go after Roman Reigns if he wins the Money in the Bank or something along the lines. Something that will allow him to go to Friday Night SmackDown to challenge Roman Reigns for those championships. Cody winning just wouldn't feel right. This is not a Cody title. I doubt the first champion of this championship would have a long title reign. He'll probably lose it in 2 or 3 months. We move on to the third pick. A pick that people are overlooking is the newly drafted Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre got drafted to Raw after doing absolutely nothing on SmackDown, and this could be the rejuvenation, the comeback, the redemption arc of Drew McIntyre. He went in the main event. He had a match against Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, and ever since that, Drew McIntyre has had a downward descent, and Drew McIntyre from main eventer has gone to almost jobber. He hasn't had any memorable feuds except for the one with Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, which felt like it was thrown together and didn't have a concrete storyline. So Drew McIntyre winning would be great. He'd finally get his moment in Saudi Arabia and become your new champion. He could have a great match against the likes of many people on Monday Night Raw. This title has Drew's name written all over it. Drew winning would be a great pick for the WWE. They have many options, they just have to go with the right person, and Drew could be one of them. We move on to the fourth person that can hold this championship, and it's Roman Reigns. It wouldn't be shocking if Roman Reigns just won the championship out of nowhere. Paul Heyman got Roman Reigns a spot in the tournament. Roman walks to the tournament and wins that championship. It would be really odd for the WWE to do that. If Roman won, like why? You add a title for the sole purpose to have another champion except Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns wins. That just ruins everything. It just makes Roman look good for one night. And then what? Roman can't go out there holding 3 championships, 3 world championships, just going out there. It would really make no sense. People are looking at the possibility of Roman Reigns. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. With the Vince is back thing, it really wouldn't be shocking. Roman Reigns, they teased it with Paul Heyman coming and saying that Roman could go for the title. It really makes no sense how Roman Reigns is going for the title that was created so there's another champion except Roman Reigns. It really wouldn't, but I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. WWE seemed to be mad behind Roman Reigns considering they didn't give Cody Rhodes those championships at WrestleMania. It was a perfect time for Roman to lose those championships. And if you had Cody as champion, you send him to Raw, new champion for SmackDown. Simple, but now they need to get some way to get Cody on SmackDown and then beat Roman for the titles. And you want LA Knight as Money in the Bank, so what do you do with it? They have to find some sort of creative way. Now we move on. Now this pick is an unexpected one, but I really think he could have a good run in the tournament. It's Finn Balor. I definitely see Finn Balor having an insane run in the tournament, probably going to the finals. A Finn vs Seth rematch at Night of Champions would be a good throwback to SummerSlam 2016, Of course, Seth Rollins winning this time. Maybe Finn wins it and gets that title reign that he definitely deserves. Finn Balor, he was champion in 2016 for a day and he never won it since. The story would be great. Finn's a heel, he's doing some great work. Even after being injured at WrestleMania, a horrific injury, showing up on the Raw or SmackDown, I don't remember, the night after. That's just some dedication from Finn. And Triple H said that this champion would have to defend his championship 24/7, anywhere, any place. Finn Balor is a champion, he can have some great matches, and he'd be a really good shout to win that championship. We of course saw Finn looking at the title and having his moment and stuff, along with Seth Rollins. You can build to that. The storytelling would be good, and it would be a throwback to the match at 2016. We move on to the 6th pick, Brock Lesnar. He's a free agent, so I don't know how it will work, but I could definitely see Lesnar winning the championship and maybe dropping into the likes of a Gunther or a Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Seth versus Brock at SummerSlam would again be a throwback to their match at SummerSlam in 2019, where Seth overcomes the odds and wins the championship if Brock was to win at Night of Champions. Maybe Brock does defeat Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, but then Seth defeats Brock for the championship at SummerSlam. You can do something along the lines. Maybe he drops it to Gunther after a dream match at SummerSlam. That would be a really good shout. Maybe he carries it till WrestleMania and then has the match with Gunther. We've seen Brock Lesnar come in show after show, pay-per-view after pay-per-view. Brock has actually showed up. Roman's becomes a part-timer and Brock is actually wrestling. So Brock is another good shout. Lastly, I'm going to go with Gunther. You can steamroll Gunther into the championship picture and just give him the championship. You can have him dominate the entire competition, squashing superstars, main event superstars, and just winning. He could have a long title reign. Gunther and Cody, they're your two next faces or your next champions for both your brands, and then you go with the likes of Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller, those guys. But these two are your definite picks for your next champions. So if WWE want, they can just steamroll Gunther into the main event picture. That's definitely a possibility. It would be better with some sort of build though, and he's anyways doing well as Intercontinental Champion. This title gives various possibilities to the WWE. In my opinion, Drew McIntyre should be the one to win this championship, redeeming himself, going on that redemption arc, dominating the tournament and having a final against Seth Rollins, picking up the win in front of the fans and becoming your champion, and finally getting his moment in front of the fans. It's going to be interesting to see who the new World Heavyweight Champion will be.